show us that one? Okay. You bring your arms around and you bring them up with a stopping action of force. This makes the basement. You bring them up again. This makes the ceiling. You turn your hands over and slice. That makes the roof. Bring the hands down. That makes the walls. One more slicing action. That makes the floor. Just do it all over. Okay.
The third one is called the Sorcerer's Breath. Okay, with Ягьи, the first position of the hand, the fingers are held in close to the palm, the index fingers held very tight and straight. Pull the thumb into the hand and make sure that the palm is very flat and tight. You start with the right hand. The hand with the index finger straight goes vertically over and back as you have a shallow breath and turn the head to the right. Now the left hand goes in a horizontal line around the body. Now I'm going to just turn around for a second so you can see how the hands join in the back. The one with the index hand goes first and they join at the wrist. You can turn back. You pause for a moment at this point and then you slowly inhale as you lean down, bending at the waist and the legs, pulling the hands and the arms as high up on the back as you can. Now you slowly exhale as the fisted hand comes around horizontally to the front. Continue the exhale as the index-fingered hand comes around to the front in a vertical fashion. Now you pause for a moment and inhale as you slowly stand up and roll the arms up. Straight up over the head. Stretch the torso very, very far. Now exhale as the hands slowly come down. Pause for a moment. Now inhale as you circle around. And exhale as you circle in the opposite direction. Now inhale as you push the hands out 1.5 times. Exhale for the last 1.5 times. Now you repeat on the left side. Vertically back, fisted hand horizontally back. Exhale as you look at the horizon, stopping at the center. Now inhale as you lower yourself and raise the arms up over your back. Pause for a moment. Exhale as the fisted hand comes around horizontally to the front. Continue to exhale as you bring the other hand vertically back. Pause. Now inhale as the hands roll up the body. Stretch the torso. Now exhale as you bring the hands down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's it. That's it for now. Shall we come back? Yes.
Thank you.
How do you feel after doing that? Can you put it into words?
Well, hopefully you feel unfamiliar to yourself. That's the whole, that's the focus, that's what we're after with Tensegrity, is inner silence, and that it pushes you to an energetic point where you are truly unfamiliar with yourself. So that as you move through the day and you act from the position of freedom, not from the position of something that was ideas about yourself, belief systems and things like that were not, that you did not ask for.
Do you have increased energy to the point where you actually find yourself sleeping less with all of this, or how does that work?
Sleeping less might be a product of the fact that in the sorcerer's world, you work your tail off. But yes,
So you don't have time to sleep?
we do, and we always want to take care of our health. So I'm joking with you, but yes, we do. It does help you. Sometimes it will affect your sleeping patterns, things that you eat. Things are shifting. So,
Do you have a special diet that all of you follow for energy?
None of us can eat sugars. Sugars are very, very difficult because as children, they're used for so many things and they're really forced on the body. Comes to an adulthood and the pancreas has a very difficult time assimilating sugars.
Right.
And so it can make people very neurotic, which is not what we need. We're after
not what you're
sobriety
after.
and impeccability, and it takes an extreme amount of energy, everything that you have, every last ounce that you have in order to do that. And that's what we're after, and that's what's exciting.
Wow, interesting.
And I think also getting back to the sleep for a moment, it comes in waves, and there are certain movements and passes that we do that really, really pull on us in ways that are indescribable, ways that we can't explain, and so it can make us very, very tired. But it's for a moment. And again, you know, with the recapitulation, you find out a lot of amazing things about yourself in that way that a lot of people have a huge value system on if they need a lot of sleep, that there's something wrong with them. We have a value system. So I think that it just depends on what it is that we're doing. Sometimes it makes you just want to sleep for a very long time, and sometimes you don't want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Some of the other benefits, though, are like increased focus, able to concentrate. Some people find that they can do very complex mathematical problems or understand things that they weren't able to understand before. So
So it
has
brings
effects like
clarity
that.
to the mind.
A lot of
too.
clarity, yeah. Well, those moments of silence that accrue while you're doing Tensegrity bring emptiness. So, you know, they're not
So the
alone
creative
having to
force
do it.
has no blockages against it, so
Right.
it just comes out,
Whether
whatever
it
comes
comes
out,
from- yeah.
wherever it comes.
Whatever comes in, really.
Right.
Are there any children that have learned any of these movements?
Yeah, we see a lot of people in the workshops and things like that have taught their children, and it's fabulous for children.
Seems like they would pick it up pretty.
Very much, because they're naturals at it. They already know, you know, their assemblage points are shifting. They're more in tune with it than what we are.
And they don't have 30 years of socialization
Right.
on
Yeah.
top
Right,
of
to
it.
break through.
Yes, yes.
So do you find that there's a tremendous desire for people to learn the movements, and the workshops are, you know, very well attended, and people seem really interested and serious? And
Yes, very much.
We've had great enthusiasm.
I think
Sold out.
Sold out concerts.
Standing room only.
Oh, yeah.
It really holds the hope of the sorcerer that there is a desperation in the human spirit that knows that as sentient beings who are going to die, that we have lost that awareness, we've lost that heritage in a sense, and that we are not aware that we're beings who are going to die. Otherwise we would not act in the way that we do.
Well, I'd like to, thank you all for coming.
thank
Thank
you
you very
so
much for having
Very
us.
It's really
interesting.
Thank you.
exciting
It's
and
wonderful
interesting.
being here. Thank you.
And I'd like to tell you about next week's show, where we have a poet and a singer, which also should be a beautiful and exciting show. And if you have any questions about the tapes, the Tensegrity tapes, or the workshops that the Chacmools are doing,
When is the workshop?
August 1st.
In LA?
August 1st in Los
August 1st in
Angeles
Los
to the
Angeles, 3
21st.
weeks.